Yo, what's happening, guys? Welcome to another edition of Rave Diaries and Tower Block Tales with yours truly, Uncle Doug's. Thank you to all the subscribers and the likers and the commenters and everything else's. I appreciate every single one of them. Thank you. And for everyone that's sharing the word around all your friends and all your old rave mates and all that, keep it coming. We love it. I've got loads more stuff to talk to you lot about. And today, we're talking about this here. All right? You see that? Yeah, of course you can. Now, a load of you are already going, yes! But some of you will be like, what is that? So that is the Kool FM 3rd birthday party tape pack, recorded live at the London Astoria. It says on the thing, ROADBLOCK SESSION, over 2,000 people turned away. And this was 1994, yeah? So... now, I would love to be telling you the story of, so we got in there and, See where it says roadblock session, over 2,000 people turned away? I was one of them. And I've never, ever got over it. I'm just hoping they're all in this here. Yeah, I've never, ever got over it. So, the reason I want to tell this story is because for me, it's probably one of the most important nights in jungle music, even though I didn't get in. So this tape pack here is actually my brother's, if I'm going to be honest. I bought it for Christmas for him, 1994. But anyway, that's my brother's. And the reason I want to talk about this is, like I say, because it was a very important night in the evolution of jungle music. But even just listening to the tape pack, I mean, if you're lucky enough to have one of these packs, then you know. If you didn't have the pack, you've probably listened to it or downloaded it by now. And if you haven't, then you need to get on it. Trust me, because all 6 of these tapes they're good tapes. They're, musically they're all great, but they are definitely a pinnacle moment in jungle music when it was coming from the dark small clubs to the big time. This was, if there was a seesaw between that and putting it up, I would say this was the night. And my own personal story of this night. So I'm assuming we didn't have tickets. I don't remember having a ticket. Well, I'd still have it if I had it. So we couldn't have had tickets. It must have been a pay on the door event. And before that, Kool FM, I've got to big up Eastman and Susie and Smurf and Brocky and all the guys that were, 1994 Kool FM OGs. Got to big up all of yous, But the events that they'd done before that were starting to get busy. Jungle Fever had started to become known. Kool FM had done the birthday parties and the Jungle Book stuff with Weekend Rush at the Rocket and whatnot, but nothing to the scale of what was going to happen at this event here. So I don't think anyone was expecting. I can't imagine that Eastman and all them turned up thinking they was going to be turning away thousands of people. But anyway, we got in the car, drove up to the venue. Me, my brother, Spud, and my ex-missus at the time, drove up to the venue and pulled up around the back of the Astoria. I remember we got a parking space pretty close to the venue. There's a little square behind the Astoria, if you remember, with a green in the middle. We was parked in one of them bays there, I remember. Thought it was a touch, and there was people everywhere. I mean, we must have got there early because, like I said, if we didn't have a ticket, we would definitely have been there earlier. But I just remember the whole area was packed, and there was it's a small road. It's almost like an alley that runs up alongside the Astoria, and the queue went all the way alongside that, and then round to the front doors, and then outside on the Charing Cross Road. It was cake-o, mate. I'm talking like the traffic weren't even moving. I reckon they've said turn away 2,000 people. I'm telling you, I reckon they turned away much more than 2,000 people, because I just remember when we got to the bit where you could see out onto the main road of Charing Cross and all the, that bit in front of the Astoria. The buses were all stuck, everything, like no one could move. There was just people, junglists everywhere. It was sick. So anyway, we got ducked back into the queue and we were about halfway up that little side road next to the Astoria. And I remember looking up and there was like slats in the wall that must have been air vents or something like that, and you could hear music coming through them. And, getting all excited now, getting to the front. And then I remember, I don't know if it was a gunshot or something, it was some loud bang. Now, I always thought it was a gunshot, but in them times I didn't know what a gunshot sounded like. So it might have just been, you know, someone's done something else to make a banging sound. But the whole crowd turned around and run towards us, where everyone's scattered, and they backwards. So we've shot off, come back to join the queue again. And again, it was just absolute chaos. I mean, Eastman's obviously he's my friend nowadays, and so, and they was obviously in the other side of that, and he's told me, like, looking at it was just crazy. You know, they couldn't even believe that there was so many people there to see Kool FM. Basically, it wasn't like a rave promotion. It was a Kool FM lineup full of Kool FM DJs, and that was the power. That was the first time that they saw the power, you know, in person. But I've also spoke to DJs that had trouble getting in there, like people that were playing at the event. It was chaos outside, absolute chaos. So once they'd sort of shut off the doors and it was like lock off, no one was getting in, we ended up, I've never ever forgot this, we ended up getting in the car and we drove home and we didn't know what to do. And we drove to a place called, I feel sick saying it, the Cellar Bar in Romford, to a rave night that was going on down there, which, like, listen, the Cellar Bar had its moments. If you was a Unity FM fan and a Conflict fan, you probably would have come down to there, because we did events in there. But when you're going from that to the Cellar Bar in Romford, it's no comparison, is it? But yeah, the DJs on the night: Rodney T, Pressure X, Tonic, Trace, Swift, Younghead, Footloose, Brocky, Ron and SL, with Depp, Moose, Navi, Ragga Twins, Rema, many more it says. And yeah, sick. But the set, Swift and Younghead, if you've never heard it, go and get it now. Go online, find it. It's up there. It's on YouTube. It's about Mampy Swift and Younghead, Kool FM 3rd birthday. Yeah, listen that set, bruv. The vibes on that set, pinnacle business. And like I say, this was one of a few moments, few events that really altered the path of what jungle was to become. Because once Kool FM realised the power that they had, they stepped up the game, and from 94, 5, 6, 7, what was to come, that was game-changing stuff for a radio station. No one had ever done anything like that, what they achieved. This was a special moment in so many of our lives, and even though I never got into the rave, and I say, like, I like to get the receipts, I haven't even really got the receipt because I didn't get in. But it wasn't for the want of trying, and I've never stopped talking about it since. I've probably spoke about it more than the people that got in now. It's just one of them things I've never ever got over. I still have sleepless nights. No, I don't. But yeah, big up all the Kool FM gang, everyone on that lineup, everyone that was on call, you know, from November 91 right up to current date. I was fortunate enough to play on there. I was fortunate enough to be right around the inner workings of it all. And it's been a privilege and an honour, because my whole foundation was built from this station. My record collection, where I've raved, who I listen to, like, it all goes back to Kool FM for me personally. So yeah, gutted I never got in there, but maybe I wouldn't have had the story, maybe it wouldn't have been as good. Yeah, of course it would. Who am I trying to kid? Anyway, once again, guys, thank you for locking in to today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Gonna have another one coming soon. I'm just having a look around to see what we can talk about next. So there's plenty to come, mate. I'm telling you, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of these episodes to come. So big up the Rave Diaries and Tower Block Towers crew. Thank you for locking in. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Tell all your raver mates this is what we're doing. I'm sure there'll be one or two or more of them that will be for everyone that you